Hey everyone! Welcome back to our Pride and Prejudice bilingual series. This series is specially prepared for anyone who wants to learn and improve both English and Spanish at the same time while enjoying Jane Austen's classic romance. Here's how it works. I read each sentence first in English, then immediately repeat it in Spanish. Simple, clear sentences so everyone, from intermediate to advanced levels, can follow easily and pick up natural expressions in both languages. You'll boost your comprehension, pronunciation, and vocabulary without even realizing it, all while getting lost in the drama of Elizabeth and Darcy. Ready? Music on, let's jump right in. Here we go.
Chapter 4. A Day at Netherfield. Capítulo 4. Un día en Netherfield. The next day came. El día siguiente llegó. Jane was a little better. Jane estaba un poco mejor. Elizabeth stayed near her. Elizabeth se quedó cerca de ella. She read to Jane and gave her soup. Leía a Jane y le daba sopa. Mrs. Bennet arrived early. La señora Bennet llegó temprano. She came with Lydia and Kitty. Vino con Lydia y Kitty. They entered the room loudly. Entraron a la habitación ruidosamente. Mrs. Bennet talked a lot. La señora Bennet habló mucho. Jane looked so ill. She said, Jane se ve tan enferma, dijo ella. But she must stay here longer. Pero debe quedarse aquí más tiempo. Mr. Bingley was polite. El señor Bingley fue educado. He said, of course she can stay. Dijo, por supuesto que puede quedarse. Mrs. Bennet smiled big. La señora Bennet sonrió mucho. She talked about Jane's beauty. Habló de la belleza de Jane. She talked about the country life. Habló de la vida en el campo. Lydia asked loudly, Will you give a ball, Mr. Bingley? Lydia preguntó fuerte, ¿Dará un baile, señor Bingley? Everyone looked at her. Todos la miraron. Elizabeth felt embarrassed. Elizabeth se sintió avergonzada. Her family was too noisy. Su familia era demasiado ruidosa. Miss Bingley looked angry. La señorita Bingley se veía enojada. She did not like the Bennets. No le gustaban los Bennet. After the visit, they left. Después de la visita, se fueron. Elizabeth went back to Jane. Elizabeth volvió con Jane. In the evening, everyone was together. Por la noche, todos estaban juntos. Mr. Darcy wrote a letter. El señor Darcy escribía una carta. Miss Bingley walked near him. La señorita Bingley caminó cerca de él. She wanted him to look at her. Quería que él la mirara. Mr. Darcy, read your letter to us, she said. Señor Darcy, léanos su carta, dijo ella. He said no. Él dijo que no. Elizabeth smiled a little. Elizabeth sonrió un poco. She played with a card. Jugó con una carta. Mr. Darcy looked at her again. El señor Darcy la miró otra vez. He thought, she is clever and funny. Pensó, ella es lista y divertida. Miss Bingley saw his look. La señorita Bingley vio su mirada. She was jealous. Estaba celosa. Later they talked about character. Después hablaron de carácter. Miss Bingley said, I hate proud people. La señorita Bingley dijo, Odio a las personas orgullosas. Elizabeth answered, But who is proud? Elizabeth respondió, ¿Pero quién es orgulloso?
Elizabeth answered, But who is proud? Elizabeth respondió, Pero quién es orgulloso? Mr. Darcy said, I know my faults. El señor Darcy dijo, Conozco mis defectos. Elizabeth said, And I have mine too. Elizabeth dio yo también tengo los míos. They looked at each other. Se miraron el Noel otro. The air felt different. El aire se sintió diferente. The next morning, Jane was strong. A la mañana siguiente, Jane estaba fuerte. She could go home. Pod ir a casa. Mr. Bingley said, Come back soon. El señor Bingley dio, vuelven pronto. He looked at Jane with soft eyes. Miro a Jane con ojos suaves. Elizabeth and Jane said goodbye. Elizabeth y Jane said despediren. They walked home together. Caminaron a casa juntas. Mr. Darcy watched them leave. El señor Darcy los vios. He felt strange. Se sintió extraño. Elizabeth was in his mind. Elizabeth estaba en su mente. But he did not want to like her, pero no quería gustarle. She had no money. Ella no tenía dinero. Her family was silly. Su familia era tonta. Still, he thought about her smile. Owen se penso en su sonrisa. The visit to Netherfield was over. La visita a Netherfield terminó. But something new began. Pero algo nuevo comenzó. The end of chapter 4. Fin del capítulo C.